Okay, just really happy with the win. Elon's a really good team. I think Charlotte does an awesome job with them, the way they move and cut. I thought they played free. Obviously, coming into our building with no fear and nothing to lose. Kudos to them. I think the story of the game is Rose Mishaw, just with her triple-double, impressive numbers, and the fact that she got it with assists is very cool. So really happy for her. Great job for Rose.
Start up front with Luke. Coach, congrats on the win. In that second quarter timeout, before that everything was kind of sloppy. What did you say in that timeout to just kind of get everything going?
I felt like I said a lot in the timeouts. I don't know if it worked or not. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. I just thought we were being a couple things tentative, and that led to a few turnovers. Some of the things we talked about in our prep, we weren't necessarily carrying over into the game. So just needed a little bit of some momentum. I thought Mackie did a great job with that. Samaya with her defense. So just a little bit of bringing a couple people off the bench. I thought we missed a couple easy shots early. And again, if you make those, maybe it changes a little bit of the momentum. And
how has the team grown since you've got here, and what would you like to see more or less of as the competition ratchets up in the next few weeks?
Yeah, this was a we've been on a kind of a long stretch, and this game was so important, and I was very much on high alert because again, campus is starting to get a little quieter. People are going home for the holidays. With Thanksgiving, I always worry just with during this time of just keeping our focus before we head down to Florida, and so just keeping them continuing to have a growth mindset. When we hit a little bump. Continue to push through it, be there for each other. We talked a little bit about that after the game. We're going to have some up and down spells during the game, but just relying on each other. I would like our defense to improve for sure. I thought we had some breakdowns based on what Elon was running, and we got to do a better job with that.
What have you noticed about Rose since you got here to kind of explain why she's playing so well this season? Is it just the opponents you're playing now, or do you see certain things that you think will carry over all season?
I just think she's so committed to doing everything she can to get better. She literally goes one day at a time. She's in with Coach Jen, whether that's watching film or the extra workouts. She's getting more confident on the floor. I think we're trying to help her find different ways to help our team, whether it's a timely rebound, a certain bucket. Tonight it was assists, which is pretty nice. But yeah, just proud of her overall maturity. For a senior, we rely on those seniors so much, and she's steady every day for us. She's bouncing back from adversity. It's just nice to see her hard work paying off.
Going to right to David.
Is there one area you can point to? Just I can tell Rose has gotten so much better in X area since she's been here, because she showed, I think, some really great bright spots last year, but there was not a ton of consistency, and it just feels like she's playing her best basketball right now.
Yeah, I think we're just confident in her. We believe in her. Being that lone senior in the front court, we need her to produce and perform. And even a little bit when she was getting a little bit of foul trouble, she was focused on how do I get better at it? How do I not put myself in that position? And so that's being coachable. And I'm just happy the way she just comes into work every day. And it's simple as it sounds. When you approach every day with the same mentality, you buy into your coaches, you try and be a good teammate, the positive things start to come. Tonight it was the stat line, but she's doing other things with our toughness of our team as well, which is very helpful.
Through 6 games, going into this tough stretch coming up, Florida and whatnot, what do you like, and how confident do you feel, I guess, going into this stretch, and maybe what things do you need to clean up a little bit?
Yeah, we have a great stretch coming up, and the MTE tournaments are really fun over, they used to call it Feast Week, but Thanksgiving time, where you get to, leave town a little bit and, go down south and, play different opponents on a neutral site. They're just always really fun. If you can't be home for Thanksgiving, which basketball world we never are, it's great to be in a really fun tournament. And, coaches are going to get to work today with after today with the scouting and getting prepped. I think our team needs rest. I think they need to just chill out a little bit and rest their bodies and their minds. So when we go into prep mode a little bit in the beginning of the week, that they'll be fresh. Because when you play back-to-back nights, you're going to need different people stepping up. A lot of things can happen. So that strength in numbers is going to be something we got to make sure we're all focused and ready to go with.
You mentioned out of the timeout, just the tentative needed a little bit of momentum. What did you like about how they came out of the locker room in the second half? Because it felt like 6-0 run kind of they got that momentum you needed.
Yeah, we've struggled a little bit in the third quarter with just kind of having our legs and our pop a little bit, but I thought we were pretty good coming out of the locker room. We were just steady with what we were talking about. I kind of somewhat apologized to them that I was, I won't say too fiery, but I was like, I got to settle down too and make sure I help you guys get out of what we're doing. So it's a collective effort, coaches and players to be connected, and I think the way we try and continue to improve in different aspects of the game is going to be our story all year long. Despite winning and losing, making sure we stay consistent with some of those things we're talking about.
Last couple, Mark.
Any certain things with this Elon matchup that kind of lent itself to Rose having, a lot of points, a lot of boards, a lot of assists?
I wasn't quite sure because, they were smaller and scrappy, but sometimes, that can take a big out a little bit. It could go the other way, but I just think she was poised, not trying to do too much, took what the defense gave her. She ran the floor in transition. A little bit of their matchup zone helped us with just our cutting to find, those open gaps. And I think she just took advantage, obviously very efficient from the field again.